Prison shot caller, prison boss, whatever you like to call them, that's what we're going to be speaking on today. Now, I don't know if shot caller or prison boss is trending right now, but I've been getting quite a bit of questions pertaining to them. And I read one the other day that asked me what are some of the characteristics of these individuals that run shit in prison. Well, today I'm going to break down 6 of the major characteristics that I've noticed these shot callers or prison bosses have. But I will say this before we get into the characteristics: you never want to go to prison. You never want to become a boss in prison. The first characteristic that every prison boss needs is intelligence, of course. Intelligence is key. You know, there's so many different characteristics that fall under the line of intelligence. But one thing that comes to my mind before anything else is the mind. These prison bosses are very intelligent and they know how to manipulate and control other people's minds, whether through fear or just straight up trickery. And another huge thing that falls under intelligence is problem solving. These bosses have to think fast. They have to look into the future and realize what's going to happen if I make this move. What's going to happen if I don't make this move? Like I said, there's many other things that could go side by side with intelligence. But I think y'all got the picture. You can't be a dumbass and think you're going to run a pod. It just ain't happening. Number 2, and this is not always the case, but majority of the time it is. These shot callers or bosses have connections to the outside. They have support in some way, shape, or form out there in the streets. Because let's face it, a prison boss more than likely is going to be bringing shit in from the streets. Whether it's dirty pictures, drugs, cell phones, whatever the case is. There ain't no prison boss out there that ain't doing dirt. And if there is, I would love to see him. Because I don't know how he became a boss. He got to be in a level 1 freaking work camp. And keep in mind, when I say they have support on the streets, I'm not speaking about like family all the time. You know what I mean? Like mother or father sending them money and stuff. I'm talking about this dude has connections. Number 3, I've noticed this to be very true with a lot of individuals that call shots in prison. You got to have a good amount of time. There's not too many prison bosses out there that only have 7 months in lockup. The majority of these guys got 5, 10, 15 years or more. Chances are if you got a year or 2 years, you're not going to be running too much of anything. Unless you're gangbanging and you got the rank. It doesn't matter how much time you got in that situation. Wherever you go, whether it's 6 months, 1 year, or 2 years, you're going to be running shit if you got the rank. But number 3, more than likely these individuals got a grip load of time. And speaking on gang life, that leads me into number 4. I've never witnessed any kind of shot caller or prison boss that was not a part of some kind of gang-related organization. Every single person I seen calling shots in prison were a high up in some kind of organization. So if you think you're going to prison and you're going to be a neutron running shit, and for anybody that doesn't know what a neutron is, it's someone who is neutral. They don't run with any kind of organization. They're kind of like a lone wolf. They stick to themselves or people that are like-minded with them. Not a part of any organization, just wants to do their time and get out of there. I'd say 99.9% you will never see a neutron run shit in prison. And the number 1 reason behind it is because prison is gangland. You think you're going to have a neutron running a bunch of organizations? Hell no. Hell no. Not unless he's paying them all. Of course, money talks. You got enough money, you probably run anything. But even if dude had tons of money, like I just said, now that I'm thinking about it, they just extort his ass. He wouldn't run nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, wake up, smell the coffee. Gangs run prison. If you ain't a part of a gang, then you ain't running shit. And I think I might have lost track on the numbers here. I think that was number 5, not number 4. But anyways, this is the last one. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, in order to become a prison boss, you gotta have this on your side. The correctional officers. If you don't have correctional officers or any kind of staff underneath your payroll, then you ain't running nothing. You ain't no boss. Every boss, for the most part, has connections on the streets and has connections with the correctional officer's staff, whatever the case is. And let me say one more quick thing about this whole prison boss topic before we close out. There's many other attributes that make a prison boss. And one that I didn't mention is your past. A lot of these individuals that run things had a very violent background. They've hurt a lot of people in the past. So that naturally brings fear into the equation. And when fear is there, there's a lot of controlling that can be made. So that's another key factor in it that I didn't mention. But that is the last one, ladies and gentlemen, connections with staff in prison. I hope you enjoyed my top 6 characteristics of a pod boss. Let me know in the comment section below if you agree with what I said. All those cats out there has done time and watch my channel. And if I left something out you feel as though is important, please, by all means, lace us with your input. But let me just reiterate what I said in the beginning of the video. There's nothing cool about being a prison boss. It might seem cool at the time, but when you get a little older, you're going to realize there was a bunch of damn bullshit. Prison is meant for you to learn your lesson, do your time, come home, and never go back. And a lot of times these guys, they don't learn their lesson and they're living a great life in prison. So it's very easy for them to go back, especially individuals that got a lot of power in prison, but they go out in the streets and they ain't got nothing. They might say to themselves they don't want to go back, but deep down, they miss that prison shit, man. You can keep all that prison boss stuff. I don't want not one bit of it. I'm chilling over here with my PS5, baby. And Lucy girl, of course. Ooh, girl, jump for that food, girl. But I hope you enjoyed, guy. Lucy, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here, Dad. I hope... That damn running death gets me every time. But I hope you enjoyed. Do not forget to hit that like, subscribe, notification bell if you did. Go check out all the links in the description of the video. Add me up on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. Go buy yourself some Lockdown 23-in-1 merchandise off of Teespring. And as always, I salute every last one of you who've been supporting me since the beginning. And everybody who's just now joining the Lockdown compound. Y'all be easy, be safe, and stay free.